we could just start.
Why? No, like, just seriously.
Why a sparrow? Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, sparrow, because they're symbolic to me of how we can sometimes let people who we think are our betters mislead us into doing things against our own interests. The reason sparrow is because of the Mao's political revolution in China. He had all these different campaigns that he put forward, his like 5-year plans.
Yeah.
And one of his campaigns was a campaign against the sparrows because they wanted to try to increase the yields in their harvest. And what would happen is they'd cast their seed, and sparrows would eat the seed, and they wouldn't get as many plants growing, so it's not as bountiful a harvest. So what Mao and his scientists figured out is that sparrows have to land. If they don't land after being in the air for a certain amount of time, they go into cardiac arrest and just fall to the ground and die.
Holy crap.
Yeah. So what they were doing is they were telling the farmers to go out and bang pots and pans together to startle the sparrows and keep banging pots and pans until they fell down dead.
Wow.
And they killed countless numbers of sparrows. I don't know. There aren't any hard numbers on it because it was,
Communist China.
Yeah, it was communist China. It was in the environmental impact teams weren't exactly on the ground at that point in history. So they did this, and they had what they thought was going to be one of the best harvests they had in years. What they didn't count on was the fact that the sparrows were the primary predators of the locusts.
Oh, jeez.
So they lost untold billions of pounds of food when the locusts swarmed in and just destroyed everything.
Yeah.
And there are numbers between 10 and 30 million people starved to death in that time frame because of what they did.
A stupid campaign to kill sparrows.
Yeah. So it's kind of like it has the element of, don't just run with an idea because someone who claims to be important says it's a good idea.
Yeah.
Be mindful of how your actions affects everything else around you and how devastating those actions or inactions can be.
Yeah. And that'll be the fun thing that you'll get to explain if you ever get this tattoo.
Exactly. Yeah.
You can I like your sparrow tattoo. What is that? Do you have 5 minutes?
Yeah, exactly. It's like, are you ready for me to bore you with facts about history? Then yes, you are ready for this.
No, I've also had that sort of debate with myself of do I do the 3 things visually? Do I just write them out? Do I put a number next to it? And then also having to tell the story of, or just I gave you a quick explanation, but I could go hours on each one.
Oh, I don't doubt it.
Yeah. And so I've picked a font and the way that I want the letters to look.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. The tattoo decisions are hard.
I feel like first tattoo decisions are probably harder than any subsequent. Katie's got 4 now. She just went down to Wichita Falls with a friend of hers and got her one of her Sailor Moon lockets.
That's awesome.
Tattooed on her wrist. So, but yeah,
maybe after a while it stops becoming there's a 5-minute long story behind this tattoo, and it's just I just like Sailor Moon.
Yeah.
Well,
that's the way it is with tattoos. Everybody I've ever talked to who's gotten tattoos have told me they're addictive, and you want to get. I don't know why. I don't know what the brain chemistry is behind that, but it's you get one and you get it finished and you immediately want to get another one.
I feel like it comes from and this isn't a thought that I've put any other thought behind other than right now.
Right.
But I feel like it comes from, the excitement that you get whenever you finish a good book or you finish a good video game.
Yeah.
And you're just like, oh man, that was so good. And you just jump out of your couch and you just run around. You tell everyone about it. And like, man, this is so good. And then I have to find another thing that's this good now because I really enjoyed this experience. Yeah, I feel like that's kind of a similar thing that you're like, I've been wanting to get this idea put on my body forever. Yeah, and it feels really big and important. And then once you're done, you're like, you get to stare at it for a while and go, yeah, man, this is me.
It feels like an achievement.
Yeah, and then you're like, I have to do more. Because that's immediately what I felt after playing To the Moon the other day after beating it and just crying and then being like, oh, this is so good, everyone needs to play this game.
Nice.
And then it's just like, well, I'll just find all these other games that people have said are this good, so
yeah.
Yep, there's my tattoo addiction. I spent a lot of money on Steam.
Nice. Very good.
But I mean, it's not like everyone doesn't have any of that, because as I can see here, you guys enjoy good stuff.
Oh yeah, we try to. No, I haven't been finishing. It's pretty recently that I started picking up video games again. Because I've had time to, and I just finally finished Link Between Worlds last night, or 2 nights ago, and that just feels good. It feels good to finish something. This is what this is like.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially when you get in the habit of having all these different musical projects or conceptual projects that you want to try to work on, and nothing's done. Everything's in just perpetually differing stages of incomplete.
Yeah.
You finish something, even friggin' GBA. I almost said Game Boy Advance. That's how old I am. Friggin'
DS game.
DS, yeah, 3DS. It's like this was really fulfilling.
Yeah, exactly.
I enjoyed this.
But that kind of inspiration does kind of make you go all right, now that I've finished a thing, I can go and finish lots of things.
Yeah, I get that way when I finish an anime series sometimes.
Oh yeah,
especially if it's a really good, it's got a really good gut wrenching feel to it. Oh man, I made it through this whole thing. Yeah, this feels good. Or what's the last one? We just finished. It's the stupidest show. It's called Lovely Muko. It's this anime series. It's just about a Shiba Inu. this guy he's a glass blower, and he has a dumb Shiba Inu named Muko, and it's their life.
That's awesome.
It's adorable. And
I got that recently with Steins Gate.
I've heard that's really good.
And Erased.
See, I haven't watched either one. I've heard Steins Gate's really good.
Erased is pretty new, so I don't know if you've heard anything about Erased. But it's
yeah, because that was the season, right? That dropped. Okay,
yeah, that's it. I don't know if they're going to make any more. I don't think they can, but
no spoilers.
I know, but
yeah,
it's just really good on its own, and I kind of really enjoy that. Just a really short thing that is just contained in and of itself, and you can just yep, this is it. Here you go. It's amazing, and then you get that finished a book feeling much faster.
Oh, for sure.
As opposed to waiting around to get the next episode of Bleach or something.
Oh gosh, it's never coming.
Yeah. But I mean, as far as really enjoying media, I also noticed you just I'm really intrigued in your house.
Oh, okay.
There's just because I know everyone feels super self-conscious, everything's filthy or whatever. It's I put it upon myself to just question all societal norms and just throw them out the window. And so whenever people are oh no, my house is dirty, it's no, this is what you live in all the time.
Right.
This is your real you.
Yeah.
So no one unless they're have a serious OCD thing actually lives in a clean house. So
right. Everyone lives in a clean house when they have when they seriously think about the fact that they're going to have company.
Yeah, exactly. And then just everything, because it's not really clean, because everything is just under everything.
Right. It's true.
So it's like, oh crap, company's coming.
Clutter in the closet.
Yeah,
quick.
just throw everything in that closet. And as soon as anyone goes to that door, they're like, ah!
Yeah. And it can be limiting too if you're trying to like keep things organized and have workspaces.
Yeah, but yeah, I consider myself to be like an organized mess.
Yeah.
Like there's a spot on my desk next to my keyboard that's just like, it's like 2 notes and like a dead watch and like nail clippers and like just random, just a small spot there, and it looks dumb.
Yeah.
But I'm like, that's where stuff is. That's I like keep
things are here.
I stay organized there.
Yep.
Even though it's not.
It's fine.
But like what I was originally saying is that like I really enjoy like your collections of stuff because it looks cool.
Oh yeah. we try to keep things interesting.
And I talked to Sable a little bit about this, but like I did notice your like record collection in the other room, and I was telling her that like don't get me a record player because as soon as I do, like it's just gonna be a money sink for me.
I know
because I don't have any right now, and I just know that as soon as I would start, it would just
it would explode.
Yeah,
that's what happened with me. Yeah,
and I'm not even like a snob about records or anything, even being like a music producer anyways. I'm still not like, hey man, if you can like listen to it and you get the idea out, I don't think.
Yeah. It's like, it drives me crazy, these people who collect records and don't listen to them.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing? And in some cases it doesn't matter because it was something that was recorded, you recorded through the guitars through a guitar emulator and direct into a digital console that was mastered, mixed digitally, and then they spit out an analog product at the end of it. It's not like most of this stuff coming out was recorded to tape and then mixed on tape and then direct mastered to it doesn't work that way anymore. So I guess I don't know. Some of the mystique behind it has gone, but at the same time there is something very and I think that plays into why people don't just like sit down and listen to music anymore, is because it's not a tangible thing. Because with a record, depending on the length of the album, you're flipping it over once. Sometimes you're listening to 2 different, I've got quadruple LPs out there in some cases, where you're switching out records, flipping stuff over. There's like a physical element to it. You're actively involved in the process. Yeah. Whereas if I wanted to pull up the new Gozu record, it's like, oh, okay, I'll just put it on YouTube and watch it on my TV.
Exactly.
And then it's just there. There's no thought behind the fact that, oh, this is a thing.
Yeah, exactly. So. And I mean, yeah, I as much as I would like for people to like take my music and like, I have this image in my head of of what a person listening to a record is, which is like they sit in their den, because it's a den, in their like love seat or a couch with a glass of wine, right, with the phonograph like pointing at them, and they're just like basking in the music.
Oh, dude.
As much as I would like people to listen to my music that way, right, I know that that's not how it goes.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I was thinking about this just a minute ago, like that Jason and the Executives record that I did. It's just the short, like 10 to 30 second songs. The way people listen to music now, nobody's gonna listen to that. It's like it's too intrusive. It doesn't establish itself and just be there. It comes in and comes out and it's done. But man, that's my dream, is to be. It's people paying attention. Like that's because that's how I like to listen to records. When I can just sit down and do it. Like go and I'll pull out whatever it is I'm going to listen to, and if I can afford it, pour myself a few fingers of scotch and sit down and sip and just be present and mindful and listen to what's actually happening.
Yeah.
Because, I don't know, I feel as a musician, I feel a bigger responsibility to do that just because...
You know what it's like to take the time and go, nope, that was a bad take, let's do it again. Yeah, no, that was good. But there was just I gotta... Is turn it up a little bit and can you make that... it's just like so meticulously done there, and the fact that like people spent, you know, months, years like making this thing so perfect, and then you can buy it for the same price as like a cup of coffee at Starbucks is just ridiculous. Yeah.
And not even just that, but thinking about it from the angle that, oh, well, I make music, so I should pay attention to this because I could potentially learn something here. This person could do something in a way that I hadn't thought of if I'm paying attention to it. Like, especially with things like orchestration and arrangement. It's like I love hearing the way that people, like doubling is something I've really started paying attention to lately.
Yeah.
Not just like doubling, you know, like record a guitar part, then double the guitar part. There's a Japanese singer-songwriter named Shugo Tokomaru. He's got some records out here. I think he's put a couple records out on polyvinyl in the U.S. But he's kind of like a Japanese Sufjan Stevens type character, in that he records everything on his own. Well, this, you know, Sufjan back in the day, not who he is now, but he records everything on his own. He plays like a mountain of instruments.
Yeah.
And he does really cool things, like he'll double a glockenspiel with like a pan flute or something, so it has this really cool hard attack, but this nice resonance that follows after it.
Yeah.
And paying attention to things like that, I can be like, oh, well, I could use something like this. Excuse me. Just the other day, when we were wrapping the pre-production on the inflatable stuff, we were trying to figure out one of the story elements is a monster attack.
Yeah.
And in one of the other projects, we had a song with like the really heavy like riff rock, and we were wanting to try to figure out a way to convey the monster attack without just supplanting a song from another project into one.
Yeah.
So we did what we did is we took some of the bass elements of that original track, and then stripped it down, and then added like had my sister come in. I could have done it, but it, you know, she had her violin there, so she came in and did these really nasty like slow vibrato and like slow glissandi up and down the string, like those like you'd hear in like horror movies.
Yeah.
Just like aleatory.
Yeah. And
it brought it exactly into the realm that it needed to be, away from this just simple stoner rock thing into something that was more like a film soundtrack or something.
It feels bigger.
Yeah. And if I hadn't been paying attention to how Johnny Greenwood arranges strings on How to Disappear Completely,
oh my gosh,
I would have never even thought about it. So
yeah, I don't know if you know, but Radiohead is my favorite band of all time. So
long distance high five.
All right.
Yeah. I don't know. Well, here, I'll show you. I have this thing. We're talking about media.
Yeah. Oh man,
Santiago has been handed the Radiohead desktop. I think they made 300 or 500 of those, and I managed to score from Size Records back in the day when they were still around. And it was just like a promotional thing. It was like the 6 singles from OK Computer.
Wow.
And like a T-shirt and a mouse pad and like a little AM/FM earbud radio. It's a silly thing. I was thinking about trying to sell it, but I don't know how much I can get for it.
But at the same time, like, it's also, like, this is...
Yeah. It's like, that was at the height of my collecting fever.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Like, I don't know how closely you got to look at the CDs, but I've got... up until, like... up until Hail to the Thief, I managed to get a hold of most of Radiohead's, like, singles and EPs.
Yeah.
Which ended up in the end being collected by Universal on those like 3-disc reissues of all
Yeah,
their
but I
Capitol
mean,
albums.
there's a difference though.
Oh yeah, well, because when you're high school and college and you're like all into this stuff, it's like, oh man, they put out this new album. That means new singles. That means new B-sides. Their B-sides are always great. And to this day, a lot of their B-sides are still really great too.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
well, I mean, they turned True Love Waits into not a B-side.
Oh yeah, I know. I love it when they do stuff like that. Like Nude was one of my favorite songs of theirs for the longest time, and then they finally, because they had that soundboard recording they did when they produced "Meeting You People Is Easy." Mm-hmm. Have you ever watched that?
Not entirely.
Oh god, it's hard to watch though.
Yeah,
I don't blame you. But at the end of Meeting People Is Easy, there's that early version of Nude that they're playing live. They got the soundboard recording for. And that was floating around online forever. I was like, oh, I love this song so much. I wish they put it out on an album.
Yeah.
10 years later, they put it out on In Rainbows.
Yeah.
And that was another thing. Like, when it got to that point, they changed the arrangement of it. Like, the original, they had that big Hammond B3 sound on it.
Yeah.
And, I still have like love for the original arrangement of that, but I think they've made the right decision with how it turned out.
Nude is so beautiful now. Like it's like beautiful is the word for it.
Yeah. Man, another one of the another song from that era. I wish they would finish. They never will because they've moved on from that sound. But that song, Big Boots, Man of War.
I heard it.
It's another one that there's like footage on Meeting People is easy of them recording it in the studio. If I can find I might have it on a bootleg over there. But yeah, they're just notorious for that though. They'll take something they've been sitting on for over a decade, and turn it into something that you never would have thought it would turn into.
But you have successfully proven that you can out Radiohead nerd me.
Oh no, that wasn't my intention at all.
But no, more so that like you were also like much older around the time when much more of their stuff was coming out.
Oh,
so
yeah.
like I can't keep up in that way.
Oh dude, well yeah, I mean I was 13, 14 when OK Computer came out.
Yeah.
That's like the perfect age to be getting into this, like, oh yeah, this is really cool.
Yeah, it's funny because like my taste in music, like it stopped at some point recently, I guess, and I just, because I guess people my age now are listening to what's big now, like
EDM.
Well, I mean EDM is still good and fun, but like there's no focus on the artists or like their development, and I feel like that's more of where my obsession with a lot of the music that I listen to goes is yes, the music itself, but also where they've gone since.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because my second favorite band is Brand New.
Oh
and,
yeah.
And so if you listen to just all their albums in order, you go, how is this the same band?
Oh yeah. I'm 32 and you're 20. Okay. So like Brand New wasn't something that I got into when they first came out. I was like, whatever. I'm too old for this shit.
Yeah.
But no. But then Katie, my wife, she's about 3 or 4 years younger than I am. She was playing me The Devil and God Are Raging Inside Me.
Oh gosh.
And I fell in love with that record.
Exactly.
Like, and that came out, did that come out back in 05, 06?
Yeah, something like that.
It's like that record's 10 years old and I'm just now discovering it. Like, this is some of the best music of this kind I've ever heard.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it kind of reawakened a seeking of things like emo and stuff like that for me.
But it's weird because I never considered it to be like emo, I guess. I've always just thought of it just...
It's brand
it
new.
Makes it easier to just go alternative rock.
Oh, dude.
And you can just call anything that has guitars with some distortion alternative rock.
Yeah.
And there you go.
That's pretty much... Yeah, I feel like when they first started out, it was more in that emo vein, if I'm remembering it correctly.
Yeah.
But yeah, as they progressed, they just got very interesting and started doing really cool things. Another band that, again, Katie introduced me to recently was Circa Survive. It's like one of her favorite bands of all time. And I couldn't get over the dude's vocal, like Anthony Green's vocal.
Yeah.
Because he's like,
yeah, he was very...
Yeah. And now I listen to it and I love it, but it took me a minute. It was the same way for me with like Billy Corgan, you know, when the Pumpkins were coming around. And I'm sitting here listening to these guys like, oh, this isn't what I had them pegged for at all. This is all real intricate, like progressive, interesting music. It's just presented in a way that you might not expect to find that kind of depth in, you know?
Yeah. I think someone who, like, I guess everyone is talking about right now who's like, man, this band is like, people are talking about 21 Pilots.
Oh.
And I haven't sat down and listened to any of it, but...
I think I've heard one of their songs on the radio and I turned off the radio. I'm sure they're great guys, but it wasn't for me.
But what I'm noticing is that, probably for a lot of people too, it's just that, like, after a while, like, your taste in music gets cemented, and just, like, as newer stuff comes out, you're just like, I don't know, man. It's nothing like what these guys were back, like, to become that curmudgeon
for sure
that, like, our parents are with, like, yeah, man, but, like, nothing beats AC/DC or something, you know?
Dude. Yeah. I try to guard myself against that because that's what I love about guys like Tom Waits. Like, Tom Waits is my, as far as like singer-songwriters, musicians in general, be-all, end-all. Because you listen to stuff from his early period, and it's all very obvious, the touchstones he's pulling from.
To be brutally honest, I have no idea.
Oh,
so.
Dude. Basically, his early stuff was very... drew a lot on Americana and... well, no, more so Americana now, but like kind of lounge jazzy kind of stuff. Some folk music here and there. But he was very set in a certain way.
Yeah.
And all through the 70s. And then the 80s come around and he drops Swordfish Trombones. And it's like the dude ended up... It's like the dude listened to Captain Beefheart for the first time and started just making really weird, honky, strange sounding music for the time.
Yeah.
It's not unapproachable.
Yeah.
It's just kind of quirky and weird.
Yeah.
And then every record he's done since then, and from like the middle to what I guess people would call the latter part of his career, has been different every single time. Because he's not content to just sit there and draw on one form of inspiration.
Yeah, exactly.
And he's always finding new stuff.
Okay, so I want to be a video game composer.
That's a smart man.
Why is that?
Because that's where you're more likely to get a job.
But like, it's interesting because I have like a shrinked taste in music. Like, there's like a lot of stuff that I get really into, and then a lot of like very big influential stuff that I just have no idea about.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
And I wonder what that's going to do to, like, I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's just a thing that, like, my music is going to come out a certain way that is sort of touched by very specific influences and then nothing else.
Right.
And so, I don't know, I wonder if at some point, like, I'm going to hear Radiohead in my own music or something, or as opposed to like having a very like broad taste, like you're just able to like throw names out, and I'm like, oh sure.
Well, I mean, part of that's just I'm old as balls.
You're not that old.
Old enough to be irrelevant, we'll put it that way. But I don't know. I'm just always seeking out and learning about and listening to and introducing people to new kinds of music and new music that's new to me has always been a real big like passion point for me.
Yeah.
So I always try to guard like, and I felt the same thing you have. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I feel it now. I feel like I'm not listening to new things anymore.
Yeah.
And then, but then I think about like, well, that's not really true. There's all kinds of stuff that I've gotten into, like Kiari Pamu Pamu.
I don't know. Yeah,
it's a Japanese pop singer who does. People call her like Japanese Lady Gaga, but it's not really that. It's another weird thing, but it's its own thing. That, and then the guy who produces her music also produces another pop group that's really good. Like Roswell Kid, Andrew Jackson Jihad, those guys. All this stuff I've gotten into or back into recently. I don't know. I don't know what my point was I was trying to make. I'm just really like, I love hearing something and connecting with something new for the first time. That's just like, it's almost like a drug to me.
Yeah.
If I hear something cool and I really dig it, that's like such a rush.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I'm sure there will come a point in my life when I just physically cannot keep up. But as long as I can, I want to hold on to that.
Yeah.
It's one of the few things in my life that I derive real, genuine pleasure from.
Yeah. To like make things really broad and stupid.
Yeah.
What
I'm good
what
with
does that do to like? Because there's a lot of different content in like just what people say in different genres of music. So like it's kind of interesting because I really enjoy music for the musical side. I'm more of a composer myself anyways.
Sure.
But the lyrics and content are really what get me.
Oh,
like,
sure.
So yes, like How to Disappear Completely is like an amazing like musical song. But then just the story of how he got the idea of the song, but then also just like what the song means and like how it impacts me about what it means is much more important to me than yes, the music is beautiful.
Oh, for sure. And what's fun, it's funny we go back to that, like that song is basically a microcosm of Meeting People is Easy, the documentary. Like if you watch, I think there's actually a footage of them playing that song at Soundcheck on the OK Computer tour in there. But yeah, you listen to everything he's talking about. It's like, dude, he's just like completely overwhelmed by all this attention that he's getting.
Yeah.
And I can't relate to it on a personal level. Like, you know, he's up there like strobe lights and blown speakers. I'm like, well, I've never had that kind of production value behind me, so I can't relate on that level. But I know what you mean. Having, and I feel like I dealt with that poorly very early. Growing up, my parents would always be, telling their friends and their coworkers, "Hey, my son's doing this thing. It's really cool. I really like it." And I got really upset with them over it because, like, man, I don't want all this attention. This isn't good. You should stop talking to your friends about this stuff. And it's just a really ugly way to handle it.
Yeah.
But that's also being 17 and being told you're talented.
But and so like I feel that I pull a lot of meaning even out of songs that might not have as much meaning as I put into them. But like because if I want to go down my list, my third favorite band is Modest Mouse.
Oh dude, yeah.
And have you listened to Strangers to Ourselves? The album?
Not that album, no.
And like after having listened to it, I was like, it's almost a concept album. Even.
Right.
I don't know if that was their intent, but what I got out of it was as though someone who had originally intended to like go out and be like, yeah guys, we can save the world, like everything's gonna be great, like we can just like go here and like fix these things, and then at some point like everything just like hit rock bottom, and then they're just like, screw everything, like we're all just stupid, we're gonna destroy the planet, and this is just where it's gonna go, like we just have no like because it's one thing to just be like that cynical, but like he drives that point a lot in the album, so it's almost like they were way up here to the point of like, look at how amazing everything is, and then just had it shattered.
Yeah, I feel like that's human experience in a nutshell. Isaac Brock is such a brilliant lyricist too.
Oh yeah,
I love his writing,
and like his jokes in the lyrics are like, he plays on words.
Oh yeah,
much more so than I consider myself a pun enthusiast.
Oh right,
but like what he does is amazing.
Yeah,
like,
his wordplay is impeccable.
Yeah,
I love it. I remember, can I curse on this? Is that okay?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, the one of my favorite moments, like big aha moments with him, was that point where he's like, enough of all the fucking around. I'm just like, I'm not a fan of gratuitous use of profanity at the time.
Yeah.
Now I could care less. But that was really clever, and I like that. And I started paying more attention. I'm like, dude, Clay wasn't joking. This guy's brilliant.
Yeah. Well, I feel like with, just to make a note on the profanity thing, there's just times where like that is the word to use.
You need that impact.
Yeah. And like even with words that aren't profane, like there are just times where like this is the only word to describe it.
Yeah.
You know? And so, like, if the only word for it is shit, then
that's the word.
Just say shit. Like,
yeah, exactly.
You can't say crap because it doesn't say the same thing. You can't say like stuff because then you're just talking about something else.
It's too general.
Yeah,
and with crap, it's like there's. It's just the aesthetics of the words. Like a word like crap, it's like, yeah, this is crap. If something is shit, it is shit.
Yeah.
It is emphasized, you are enunciating, it lends itself well to being said quickly and angrily.
And even just yes, we are talking about shit very specifically. But
I'm okay, we can break it down.
The percussive-ness.
Yeah. That's exactly what I mean.
Just like there's an SH and then a T at the end.
Oh yeah.
So it's just like it's just powerful in general.
Yeah. All the consonants your body needs. All those hard consonant sounds.
So I mean, but then there's so even on that album, one of my favorite songs on that album is Coyotes, which is like it's their most powerful but like not loud. It's a ballad, for I guess if you want to use that word, but like it's really like slow and melodic and flowing, but it has so much impact, and it still has that same idea of like we're just fucking it up, guys,
right?
Because he talks about like how we love nature and everything, and then at the very end he goes like, and we say we're in love with everything, and we say we're in love with all of it, and we say like, what can we say? And then at the very end he says, and we say we're in love with all of it, and we say we're in love with everything, and we lie. Yeah, we love to lie. Yep. Which just like it takes the whole feeling of the song and just drops the bottom out and goes, yeah.
Oh yeah, there's a really great. That's one of my favorite things one of my favorite devices that I've never used effectively myself. But yeah, Tom Waits does that on it. There's a song called Little Rain, and it's the chorus or refrain of it is just "in a little rain never hurt no one," and the whole song is this story about this girl who runs away from home and dies.
Yeah.
And you have this, the narrator telling the story about, this place where she lives, and at the end, well, it's not really about that. I mean, he does a lot of scene painting with it. So you've got a mule and then a dude with missing fingers playing a weird guitar, and everybody's dancing on the roof, and the house is collapsing. And then the focus shifts to this guy, and he's like, I sleep with my shovel and my leather gloves, and a little trouble makes it worth the going, and a little rain never hurt no one. So then you get to the end of it, and you realize, oh, wait, the narrator killed this girl.
Yeah.
Because it's like the last thing she said was, I love you, Mom. It's like, how would you know that unless you were there?
Yeah.
And it's this beautiful, mournful song, and then you make this realization, oh, I'm listening to a killer sing about something.
Yeah.
And it's like, ooh.
Yeah.
It just takes everything that you were feeling about this. Oh, this is so sweet and oh, wow.
Yeah. Oh man, time goes by quickly. But we have about 15 minutes. But,
okay.
I wanted to ask you about how to live off of music in this day and age.
You can't. But it's I mean, if I wasn't married and my wife had a stable income, this is just me coming out as the leeching thing that I am. But you can't. I say you can't facetiously. You certainly can, but you've got to supplement it somehow.
Yeah.
Even like the successful local musicians that I know who do this, who are playing like 3-4 nights a week, are picking up bar gigs to supplement their income because they've got families, kids, for trying to provide for their own needs. I mean, if you're on your own and you're really hitting the grind and you're playing somewhere every night, and getting paid for it, you can get by. But if you're in a band, forget about it. You're not making any money. In a local scene, obviously that's not what you're going for. You're wanting to just make something cool. I think it's very rare to find people who have unreasonable expectations about what the industry looks like. At least from the circles that I run in generally. I don't know how it is at ACM. My brother-in-law's up there, and he says he runs into guys every once in a while who just get their dreams crushed the first day of class. At least when he first got there. But
yeah, well, they're honest, but they try not to completely crush your dreams. They're look, guys, it's hard. It's really, really hard. We're gonna tell you that. Yeah. But you can do it. Yep. There are people that can do it. Oh yeah. You can do it. So the can do it part is about as big as the whole. It's really hard and dreams might be crushed.
Well, you can't. I mean, it's a school teaching you to do things. You can't just come out and say, "Hey, the thing that you're paying us to teach you how to do is not going to pan out for you. Why are you doing this?" That's not how schools make money.
Yeah. Well, also the idea that why should schools want to make money is another fun thought experiment.
That's. There's a lot of problems there, too.
We can feel free to jump straight into that. How do you feel about free college education?
I think it's a good idea. I think that if that's gonna go on the table, though, you've also got to give the same consideration that you would to for your university that you would a career tech. Yeah. Because I don't want to say Americans are overeducated, because if you've been paying attention to the news recently, you know that is most definitely not the case. But I feel like, just from what I've been able to observe, this is not based on me reading anything specific. So I could be totally off base here. But 4-year university is great. And if a 4-year university is the type of education that you need to get into the field that you want to get into, then yes, that's where you want to go. And on the same token, though, not every job or career that you're going to try to get into is something that you're going to learn at a 4-year university.
Yeah.
There's like shortages now in all sorts of, manual labor type industries and, automotive, repair and plumbing and, a lot of essential services that people rely on. They don't require a 4-year education. You can go to a career tech and get your education and go right into that. So, I guess if you're asking, should college education be free? Yeah, but I think career tech should be provided as well.
Yeah.
If once we get our money situation in order.
But it's also a conflict of the messages, though, because if there's a shortage in like skilled labor jobs like automotive and plumbing and stuff, but the message that is rampant in America is that like you can do anything you want and you should be able to do anything you want, and if you get this college education you'll do the career that you want, which leads people to go into like I'm gonna get like accounting degree and like be perfect at managing my money, and I'll have a bank job, and like, but then it also runs into people who are like, oh, I'm gonna get a graphic design degree, and then realize that like
there are no graphic design jobs.
And then also I know a guy who has a master's in piano performance.
Right.
And the number of people that actually use their piano performance masters, because the guy that I know that does have that is a cashier. So
right. Yeah, I mean, it's the same story, man. I go to university for 4.5 years, get my violin performance degree, and then I end up working in insurance for 8 years answering phone calls. It's like, and that's not, I don't want to take this far astray and talk about, programs for the arts being useless. That's not what I'm saying at all. But it feels like there is kind of a perverse incentive to send more people to these places where you have to take out loans to pay for your education, and I think that's just entrenchment of the system. That's all it is. It's not. I don't think it's that career tech and Votech, or whatever you want to call it, is looked down upon necessarily. I think it's just not thought about.
Yeah,
it's not something that people consider, and listening to people talk on the campaign trail about it, they're not considering it either.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a big. I mean, yeah, we should definitely be looking at both things as potential programs to provide that, because it's we spend half of our annual budget on military that serves no purpose.
Yeah. I mean, I could also go on forever about the military, just because I'm so loving of a person, so I can't imagine why there is so much value and time being spent on systematically destroying enemies, whatever that means.
Well, because you have to, because the people who funded campaigns that of the guys in Washington make a lot of money building big scary weapons.
Yeah, and I'm aware of like the structure and the state of things.
Yeah,
but I'm also like, I guess it's just like, are they just removed enough from it that they just like, that's just people
cost of doing
numbers.
It really is. It's a cynical detachment from from humanity as a whole.
Is there a way for us to just like put these people in a room and just like, there's this one, I forget who it was, but they said that for the president to actually use the nuclear launch codes, that they should have a guy like a Secret Service agent who actually had them implanted in his heart, so that whenever the president needs to nuke someone, he, like, the guy with the codes in his heart carries a briefcase that it doesn't contain the codes, it contains a knife with which the president would have to pull out the knife, kill a man, and nuke whatever place needs to be nuked, so that you can be at least slightly less removed from the fact that you are killing many, many people.
That's interesting. That's wow.
Because and some people counter argument to it is that, well, yeah, but then he would never use the launch codes. No. But isn't that the point, though?
Yeah, I mean, yes, but then on the same token, I feel like that gives...
Not that I agree with it. It's just
no. I feel like it's an interesting thought experiment, but I feel like it ignores the fact... It ignores the personality traits of the type of people who you usually have seeking those types of offices.
Yeah.
Because ambition makes you look pretty ugly.
Yeah.
And when you have... I mean, I can't remember what the statistic was, but it's an alarming number of people in Congress and the executive are
sociopaths.
Full-blown sociopaths. Yeah. So, on the one hand, the idea is like, that's an interesting thing. It makes it feel real.
Yeah.
But to someone like a president or a senator, who only considers their bottom line.
Yeah, exactly.
There's the question of the political calculus too, because is it just, this is understood, this is how this works, or do you have to have like a camera in the room that records it happening as like a snuff film, and then like, okay, well, when this happens, this is going to be put on the internet for everyone to see, so they'll be able to see their president murdering a human being. Can you live with yourself? That's another thing.
It's also very interesting because, at least right now, we have Barack Obama, who has a very good personality. Like,
he's pretty gregarious. He's pretty genial. I like the guy.
And regardless of like the amount of terrible decisions that he has made that have resulted in like many, many people dying, like even still in public, he's a cool
cucumber,
dude.
Yeah.
And so just trying to imagine Barack Obama like taking a knife and cutting open a Secret Service agent that he has spent like countless hours next to.
I would say maybe in this first or second year of his presidency, he wouldn't have had the stones to do it. But I think now, just looking at how, like...
His hair is a little gray, his face is a little sunken.
He's like... That's the face of a man who has seen the worst of humanity at every turn.
Yeah.
I don't envy his position at all. But I feel like he'd be at the point in time now where he'd just be like, fuck it. I already lost my dignity.
Yeah. I mean... Oh man, if I were able to do an Obama impression right now, that would be good, but I can't.
Now let me be clear. part of the Obama impression like really centers on that hand gesture, his thumb with the slightly, not the pointing, he's not pointing, it's curled in, and you can still tell he's pointing with it, but he's
like holding a pen or something. Even though he's not actually holding a pen.
Exactly. Or like a baton. It's going to conduct.
But I don't know. I think that there's this. Chris Ryan quotes this thing from I don't know if you know who Chris Ryan is.
I don't.
He wrote a book called Sex at Dawn. But anyways,
okay.
That there are hunter-gatherer tribes that they decide who their like chief or leader is, specifically based on how much the person wants to be a leader. And so if you show any desire to being a leader, you are immediately withdrawn from the pool of people
that's beautiful.
Who would be decided to be leaders, because there's something wrong with you if you want to become the leader. Like, you have a desire for power, and they're like, no, we can't have that. So the guy who's like, yeah, I think we should probably do this, but don't ask me about it. Like, he's like, yeah, that guy. He's like, no, I don't want to be a leader. That's exactly why you have to be the leader.
Right. Well, I mean, it's like, I feel like that translates into like American, like, political system, political history too.
Yeah.
Because early on, you had the tradition of people being nominated for positions, and there was I feel there was some element of just kind of putting on a show about it, or didn't necessarily feel this way, but people being nominated for something and then saying, oh, sir, well, I don't feel as though I'm worthy of this nomination. It's not something I would have pursued on my own, but I appreciate you thinking of me in such a way. You know, the sort of dog and pony show behind, you know, making sure that you're not putting a sociopath in the White House. But I mean, it's like, that's kind of how we used to handle things. At least at a party level, if my understanding of history is correct.
Yeah, and then as opposed to now, to where it's like, I have to be.
My campaign is huge.
But yeah, it would be more interesting to have people who don't want to be involved in politics to have to be involved in politics, not because they don't understand it, but because
they do understand it and don't want to be part of it.
Yeah. That precisely because you don't want to be in power is exactly why you are the best person for the job. Because even honest people that we can, sort of look at and be like, oh, like, Bernie Sanders looks like he's a fine, upstanding guy, but there still has to be something kind of
there's a darkness there
about a person who does want to become the leader of the free world.
Yeah. No, there's definitely a darkness there.
Regardless of how good the intentions seem to be.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, and I've said this a lot, but like, have we just like gotten over the spectacle now of like, oh no, like I can't, like, or even just the fact that like, because it used to be that like, oh, I need to show that I like can kiss babies or whatever and show that I'm for the people or whatever. But like at some point now it's just like Donald Trump is the face of the ego and then Hillary Clinton is the face of the establishment. And it's not even really being hidden anymore as much as it is just like, yeah, it's just there. Those are your options. Go for it.
Yeah. I would say, I would alter that. Trump is the face of the ego and Clinton's the face of the id.
But I mean, like, she is the establishment.
Oh,
like,
for sure. Yeah.
And so you can either vote for someone who is in it for himself or someone who is in it for the establishment, which is equally...
Well, when the person who's in it for himself is part of that same establishment, where do you go from there?
But I don't know, man. I feel like, because I do this a lot on the podcast just like talk about like, oh man, these are the things and these are the things that should be or whatever. But it's kind of only been today that I've kind of been like, what can we do about it?
Yeah.
And I mean, for me, I can't even vote. So that's a long story. But
yeah,
like I can complain as much as I want, but at the same time, like I can't do anything about it, at least specifically with that regard.
Yeah. But you can make friends and influence people.
Yeah. And I can make a podcast and have me yelling at people about what they should do.
You're not going to go full Alex Jones on me, are you?
No, I
start yelling at the callers.
No,
Hitler took the DMT.
But I mean, I at least want to express ideas.
Oh yeah,
and have people expand and acknowledge different ideas.
Yeah.
So with that, we're back to plugging.
Oh, okay.
Because since this goes up a week after the the first time, plug the same things you just did an hour ago.
Well, and I'll try to do it a little more efficiently this time. Yeah, we'll plug Jason and the Executives on Bandcamp, Spotify, Music, and wherever fine digital downloads and streams are. You know, I think it's on a site in Russia too somewhere. It's interesting. You know, Eyes Made Ready. We have a record up on Bandcamp as well that you can listen to if you're into melodic hard rock without the screaming and all that. It's pretty good for you. And then, we'll just plug Katie's shop, my wife's shop, Star Glazed Delights. Buy all the cute things for all your cute friends. And, the other thing was the Take One Improv, takeoneimprov.com.
Is there a way that we can, like, do you have a social media? You have a Twitter, at least. I don't know if you use it very much.
I don't personally use my Twitter. For me, Twitter is where ideas go to die and where news goes to flourish when you can't trust the news. That's basically what I use Twitter for. But, and then I'm personally on Facebook, but I don't really use Twitter at all. I do Tumblr a little bit, but good luck figuring out which one that is. But yeah, Jason the Executives is on Facebook. You can like that and send me a message and tell me how you didn't care for what I said earlier and you think I'm wrong and we can discuss it. So
nope, because nobody has said so to me. So
perfect.
And I'm Santiago Ramones. This is Bit Depth. Thanks for listening. Love never fails. It's going to be okay. I might be wrong.